Since the beginning of the United States, two major political parties have dominated American politics. Both claim to protect the liberty and the rights of the people, yet both have repeatedly failed. With high housing costs, high unemployment, high cost of healthcare, the American people are struggling. Americans are increasingly frustrated, and both sides, both Republicans and Democrats, are not solving any of these problems. So what should happen? Independents need to form their own political party, formed on populist agendas. Populist stands for the people. Policies that help the workers, not corporate billionaires all across the world. Now, you may be hearing what I'm saying, and you're thinking to yourself, are you crazy, man? Independence politics? Never gonna happen. Well, studies would show otherwise. Right now in America, 50% of voters identify as independent. Republicans have done nothing to increase healthcare costs. Democrats repeatedly run on campaigns to decrease healthcare costs. Yet, right now, amidst the government shutdown, some people are blaming Democrats for the current government shutdown and thus people losing their healthcare. And there's a political vacuum right now. Independent politicians are starting to rise up all across the country, whether it be in city politics, state politics, or even national politics. An example of this can be with the current two U.S. senators that are both independents in the U.S. Senate, Angus King from Maine and Bernie Sanders from Vermont. Both politicians champion the working man and the rights. Both champion democratic socialist policies like healthcare, workers' rights, and taxing the wealthy, because we all know the wealthy have not been paying their fair share recently. However, Bernie Sanders has been twice blocked from being the Democratic nominee for president, even though he would be a great presidential candidate. So my question is, why don't they make their own political party? Why don't independents across the nation say to the Democrats and Republicans, you guys won't represent what I'm standing for, what my community stand for? Let's form our own political parties. The establishment fears true populism, as they know when the politicians start truly acting for the people, the corporations, billionaires, the wealthy, we won't be acting in their interests anymore. We'll be acting in the interests of the American people. So, you may know, I said in my intro video, I love history. So let's talk about some history.
Wait. Hold on. I'm going to stop you right there. Scoot over.
Holy guacamole.
Yo, we're not using.
Thank you, Valance. I was actually just about to get into that. The farmers in the late 19th century tried that at first. They tried advocating to their local Republicans and Democrats, advocating for better rights and better costs for their crops. But the Republicans and Democrats, they didn't care at that point. That was the Gilded Age. That was the age of the big corporations, the big billionaires. Sound similar to today? So, what did the populists have to do? They had to form their own political party. And once they did, they won city councils, state legislatures, and even got a few states in the presidential elections, all the way up until 1892. They were able to make real change happen in their communities that advocated for the working man and for the working people. This is when the Republicans and the Democrats started to take some, I emphasize some of their policies and incorporate it into theirs, but not all of them. That's how we're in the state today, where the Democrats advocate for some healthcare laws that are good for us, but not everything we need right now. So the only solution, we need a new populist party. Populist Party 2.0 back from the 19th century. Thank you, Valance. In conclusion, the two-party system has dominated politics for far too long. We need a new political party, one that represents the millions of independents across the nation to win back city councils, state legislatures, and eventually the presidency. We need to pass legislation that actually works for the working man, to lower healthcare costs, to lower housing costs, and to make life affordable again. Change is possible, and it starts with saying no to red or blue politicians that only represent our corporations. Thank you.